So I'm Billy Davis from the Sustainable Honeybee Program, and what I want to talk about today is the double base nuke hive and its advantages as well as its configuration, how it sets up. But however, the main thing we want to talk about today is the two main advantages. Number one is the fact that in any colony, in the wintertime, they have a cluster. The cluster is where the bees keep warm, they keep the queen warm and so forth. Outside the box, or the hive, the body, then that is basically the same temperature as it is outside. However, when you put the two together, that common two colonies come together as one cluster through between two walls. Very simple, but they do it. And it's very easy to understand once you see it. However, there's the second advantage that it's on one footprint. That one footprint would be the same as a regular hive. So you don't have it all over the place, the yard, everybody's scattered around 40 or 30, 10 or 15, depending on the hobby as a sideliner. You wouldn't have all over the place. They're very common, very close. You can work here, and then you can work from the other side, you work the other colony. So you work both colonies separately without affecting either one.
Let's take this apart and see how it's made up.
This is treated wood in the yard, and these metals are there just to keep it from not sliding off, because this is treated wood, which means it slides very easily, and the bees have propolis in it, so they don't set it up. They don't glue it together. So you have to have some way to keep it centered. The double base itself is made in a regular 6-inch board, and it has a small shim of treated wood here, so that you get treated wood to treated wood, but then this wood is to all the area where the bees touch or get around is regular wood. It's not treated. And this unit itself, if you look at it, it has a door to the entry, which is very small, but you can close it, or it can be open. The center part is a PVC because we found out that it has a common problem of rotting between these two boxes. You will see it set up. Then this is all wood, and it doesn't rot, so it'll stay there forever. Below it is a regular 1/8 to an inch or an 1/8 of an inch screen, and on the bottom you have a baffle in the middle, so that all of the air exchange that's underneath is not quick. In other words, if the wind changes for some reason, it's pushing against this ventilation, which you see here, then it's not going to push out the other side and just blow through. It'll slow it down. So you get a common, smooth transfer. This is simply sit down on top.
So the air comes in.
The air, right. The normal, if the wind, if you read the prevailing wind, for example, to this setup would come to the side. So when it comes to the side, right. Because if you turn around where the end of the wind, then you've got too much air going on one side and not on the other. So when you turn it this way, it minimizes that transfer too quick. Which has a small ventilation here, hole, 3/8 of an inch. It has screen wire, very fine inside to keep beetles from going in it at all. We found out through experience that most of the time bees will not seal this. For some reason, they have figured it out. We don't know for sure, but they don't close that, so which means ventilation. And you have the opposite of this ventilation on the opposite side. In the base, you can see here a larger ventilation area. Then that will slow everything down, because between the base of the baffle between the two. So we don't get a lot of problem there. This being opposite of the entry, it sits here, where the feeder here, we use a jar, which is a half-gallon wide mouth jar, sits here, just sits in here, and this keeps it from sliding for whatever reason. Even when it gets down, it won't move away. So this is common. And that's pretty much it.